included. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the... And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Saturansky.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Dunn in at the point guard. And for Dallas, Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Hardaway. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, home in the paint.
That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others. Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving.
Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic trying to get open. And that one's good, Marjanovic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Dunn kicks to Levine. Again, Levine missing. And Steve, for the Bulls fans, their hopes lie in their young core.
Totally agreed. The Bulls should focus on developing that core. Have a good blend with Levine, Markkanen, and Carter. They just need to keep their eye on the prize.
Stolen by Brunson. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now here is Carter. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
Now Brunson. Following the miss by Otto Porter from deep. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Levine inside the three-point line. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Oh, my God. They can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here. Possibly over before it began.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it.
Now, here's Dunn. We saw him with 10 points last game. Hardaway against Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. The Bulls keep it alive.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Porter, no luck. Here are the Mavericks now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Saransky's checked in for Levine, and it's White in for Dunn. Here's White. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. To the middle, here's Young, and it's Young finishing it off.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
That one goes in. White's got his second basket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Wright with the double team. Valentine wide open. He fires off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Right now, let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage. The Mavericks, #1.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
White looking around. Banked in off the glass.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Here's Wright. Lays it up off the glass. Wright's got 6.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Satoransky, Powell pulls it in.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Finney-Smith, and he banks in the layup.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
The shot by Powell, no good. Now, here's Satoransky. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
And it's Curry at the elbow. Shoots over Satoransky. And so it's Dallas, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Curry is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Kleba in at the center. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's Brokaw. Kleba, the pass to Powell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And fan heckling that crosses the line, Smitty. You saw the Utah Jazz ban someone for life. How can the NBA do a better job of protecting the player?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I think each organization, let's take our hat off to the Utah Jazz. They acted swiftly and quickly, and I love what they did. They banned the fan for life, and I think you got to get more of that. And also, I think, you know, as far as the NBA and also along with these teams, have some kind of pregame or, like you said, before the season starts, just reinforcing and stating the rules.
Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from White. Barea against White. Barea, no good. Chicago has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic comes in for J.J. Barea. Then for the Bulls, Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Denzel Valentine. Dean comes in for Satoransky, and Chris Dunn subbed in for White. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw tonight. Dunn with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Carter outside. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Young. Mavericks with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
Here is Porter. The Mavericks making the shot. Pass to Dunn. The baseline J. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Mavericks leading by 9. Now, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
Extremely explosive off the dribble. Once Dunn gets the angle, it's over.
The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Ryan Brokaw. Marjanovic, no good, and he gets it to go. Marjanovic has got his second basket of the night.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
There's 2 things they rely on him for: being competitive and bringing energy.
Now here's Levine, coming off a stellar performance against Boston. On the wing, Porter. And they get it. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
When you talk about the best 3-and-D guys in the league, Porter's a climber on that list.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Dunn. After Luka Doncic's bucket, Dunn dishes to Porter. Back to Dunn. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. The Mavericks pull it in. Marjanovic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Here's Dunn, and the rejection by Marjanovic.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me in the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Doncic. Lee's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's DeLon Wright in for Curry. Chicago also making some changes. Markkanen, he's checked in for Young. Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's White in for Dunn. Now here's Valentine. An 11-point game for him in the win against Boston. Back to Levine. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. And that one is good.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
And Wright, here we go. And he makes that one. Wright's got 8 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's White. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And so it's Dallas with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 14. Kenny? Well, and that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the 3rd. So for Chicago right now, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, the league is trying to maximize competition, Steve, and flatten the draft lottery odds has been one way to do it. Will that be enough, or is there still work to be done in that regard?
You know, I love the way they've done it so far, but I still think they can tweak it even more, and we'll get a better product on the floor where teams get a chance to compete for all 82 games. I like what I'm seeing right now.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
White drives in. Kick out to Levine. Offline with his 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Doncic. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Nailed from 3-point land. Markkanen's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, it's such a sweet 3-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. That free throw good from Doncic.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Marjanovic. And Ryan Brokoff subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And a change for the Bulls. Satoransky's checked in for White. It's good.
On that play, Markkanen just using his size. He's becoming a monster on the offensive end.
Mavericks leading by 13. Pope loose. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. And let's look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Dunn.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Mavericks making a switch here. Berea's checked in. Bulls trail by 15. Outside, Levine. And the pass to Carter. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Young's checked in for Wendell Carter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Levine. Count the basket. And that's 10 points for Porzingis.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Here's Dunn. Another one falls for Chicago.
Chris Dunn is shifty, does the most damage with the ball in his hands, and you see why.
And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 20.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Porter looking it over. Markkanen trying to break loose.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Porzingis. And it's Lee in for Ryan Brokaw. The Bulls making a change here as well. Valentine's checked in.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Doncic. First in free throw percentage, and he's also number 2 league-wide in field goal percentage. You love his ability to score over the top of the defense.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Here's Satoransky. It's deflected. Kleber kicks to Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Wright's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Steve, we're seeing more and more teams turn to high motion offenses with a lot of passing, a lot of movement. What makes those systems, do you think, successful in today's game?
I think when you're in constant movement, especially with the rules where you can't grab and clutch and touch, it makes it hard for the defenders to keep guys in front of them. And it's hard to switch defensively when you have a team always in motion.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly. He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Dunn, got a piece of it, but they'll get another chance. Markkanen, good.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
And Valentine over to help. Dallas moving it around. Kleber, the pass to Finney-Smith. Lee outside. Shot clock at 6. And Wright kicks to Doncic. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10, double-digit perfection.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Satoransky, the pass to Markkanen. That one goes. Count it. Markkanen's got 11 points here in just the second half. Dallas leading by 19. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
For Dallas, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That free throw good from Doncic.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit. Getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Both free throws good from Doncic. 15 seconds left in the third. Levine against Doncic. Levine wide open. It's Chicago with another bucket.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
And that one is off. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Mavericks ahead, just dominating this one. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platform.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Hardaway. Curry is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Mavericks leading by 21. Here's Hardaway. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Into the Bulls, shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. White the pass to Young. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Ryan Brokoff subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
Porzingis looking it over. A floater. Great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. White the pass to Carter. Outside, White. Pass to Porter. Down low. Here's Carter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the years.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
J.J. Barea checked in for Dallas.
With Wendell Carter Jr., you love the do-it-all ability, the understanding of the game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
White dishes to Levine. The 10-footer finds the target.
This is the capability Zach LaVine has. Can score on all 3 levels.
Curry is inside. Guarded by Levine. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Levine kicks to White. Young outside. He feeds it to Carter. Just 5 on the clock. And it goes down 2 points.
Wendell did this against high-level college competition. Consistently showcased the ability to score with efficiency.
They get it back. Bulls trail by 21. On the wing, Porter. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And Steve, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have an identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 17-point game. Marjanovic against Carter. He dishes it to Dunn. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Dallas.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Here's Arcidiacono. Passes it to Blakeney. Hits the three-point bomb.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Porzingis, good, and it's Perea who picks up the assist.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Here's Felicio, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And the first one at the line is good, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Porzingis. Lee's checked in for Luka Doncic. And it's Wright in for J.J. Barea. Left side, Hardaway. Lee finds Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith, and they pick up two.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Lauri Markkanen. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Here's Arcidiacono. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up.